Welcome to Laboratory of Dreams.
Welcome, dear viewers, to the Laboratory of Dreams, a place where we embark on magical adventures that stir the imagination and warm the heart. Today, we invite you to join us on a journey through the enchanting world of Benny the Badger and his friends in the mystical forest. In this cozy forest abode, Benny the Badger is known for his passion for culinary delights and his penchant for hosting evening banquets. But these gatherings aren't just about food. They're about creating memories and sharing stories that inspire and captivate. Our story begins with Benny preparing for another of his delightful bedtime banquets, a cherished tradition where friends gather to share their unique tales, weaving a tapestry of friendship and wonder. As we dive into each chapter, we'll experience these captivating stories through the eyes of Benny and his forest friends, each revealing valuable lessons, kindling the warmth of camaraderie, and nurturing the magic that resides within all of us. So, sit back, relax, and let your imagination run wild as we venture into Benny's bedtime banquet. The forest awaits, and the stories are about to unfold. In the heart of the enchanting forest, the sun began its descent, casting a warm, golden glow over the landscape. The tranquil woods were alive with anticipation, for it was the night of Benny the Badger's famed bedtime banquet. The forest creatures knew that when Benny invited them to his cozy lair, it wasn't just about indulging in delightful dishes. It was a celebration of camaraderie and a feast of heartwarming tales. Earlier that day, Benny had busied himself in the kitchen, whipping up a delectable menu tailored to the unique tastes and preferences of his forest friends. His culinary delights were a testament to the care he bestowed upon his companions. For Olivier the Owl, here was a medley of savory mice and voles, garnished with fragrant woodland herbs. Penny the Rabbit savored tender, wild greens and fresh clover, hand-picked by Benny himself. And for Freddy the Squirrel, Benny had prepared an assortment of nuts, acorns, and seeds, served with a drizzle of honey. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Benny had laid out a grand feast upon his wooden table. The aromatic scents of the forest delicacies lingered in the air, tempting all those invited. The wooden chairs around the table were adorned with freshly fallen leaves, offering a cozy and rustic charm. First to arrive at Benny's lair was Olivier the Owl, a creature of the night with feathers as dark as midnight. Olivier perched gracefully on a nearby branch, his intelligent eyes sparkling with curiosity. He brought with him a small, carefully wrapped gift for his dear friend. "Good evening, dear Benny," Olivier hooted with delight as he descended to join the gathering. "Your banquet never ceases to amaze." Next came Penny the Rabbit, her soft brown fur aglow in the dimming light. She bounded into the clearing, carrying a small bouquet of wildflowers. With a twinkle in her eyes and a smile upon her face, she presented the gift to Benny. "Thank you for your kind invitation, Benny," Penny said, her ears perked up in anticipation. "I'm eager to hear the stories you've prepared." Freddy the Squirrel scampered in with an exuberant greeting, clutching a basket of his favorite treats. "Benny, you've outdone yourself once again," he chattered, his bushy tail twitching with excitement. "I can't wait to share my tale tonight." Benny the Badger welcomed each of his friends with open arms and a heart full of gratitude. The cozy atmosphere within his lair echoed with laughter and camaraderie as the forest friends gathered around the table, ready to partake in the evening's feast and the enchanting stories that would follow. As the first stars began to twinkle in the night sky, the forest was poised to be transported to a world of captivating tales, the echoes of laughter, and the cherished bonds of friendship. This was a bedtime banquet like no other, and the stories were about to unfurl. The enchanted evening in Benny the Badger's cozy lair was in full swing. The rustic wooden table groaned under the weight of the delicious forest treats that Benny had prepared. It was a banquet that catered to the individual tastes and preferences of each guest, a testament to the thought and care Benny bestowed upon his friends. As the friends settled into their leaf-adorned chairs, the cozy atmosphere was filled with the delicious aromas of the carefully curated meal. The golden light of the hanging lanterns cast a warm, inviting glow upon the scene. There was a sense of contentment in the air, and the forest creatures couldn't help but feel fortunate for their cherished friendships. Benny the Badger, with his striped face and welcoming smile, took his place at the head of the table. His guests had brought small gifts as tokens of appreciation for the evening, and Benny was touched by their thoughtfulness. With a deep, appreciative nod, Benny acknowledged the gestures and began the evening's festivities. "Thank you, dear friends, for gracing my humble abode with your presence," he began, his voice filled with warmth. "It is a night to celebrate our companionship, share laughter, and, of course, savor the delights I've prepared." He motioned to the banquet of dishes that filled the table. "Olivier, I hope the savory mice and voles meet your discerning palate," Benny said, acknowledging the owl. Olivier responded with a gracious nod and a soft hoot of appreciation. Turning to Penny the rabbit, Benny smiled. "Penny, your gift of wildflowers has already brightened our gathering," he said. "I trust the tender greens and clover are to your liking." Penny's nose wiggled in approval as she nodded. Finally, Benny addressed Freddy the Squirrel. "Freddy, the selection of nuts, acorns, and seeds, garnished with a drizzle of honey, is a testament to our lasting friendship," Benny said with a grin. The friends began to indulge in the banquet, and the sound of contented munching and nibbling filled the air. Laughter and conversation flowed as they shared stories and exchanged anecdotes about their recent adventures in the forest. Each dish was a testament to the thoughtful care that Benny had invested in the evening. His friends relished the flavors, while their laughter filled the room. Benny looked around the table with a heart brimming with happiness. As the feast continued, Benny's friends couldn't help but appreciate the gift of camaraderie they had. In the forest, where life could be both wondrous and perilous, the bonds they had forged were invaluable. After the delightful meal, Benny cleared the table, and the forest friends settled around the cozy fireplace. They looked to Benny, eager for the stories that would follow. This was a gathering of sharing, caring, and heartfelt moments, a testament to the beauty of true friendship. As they waited for the tales to begin, they couldn't help but feel the warmth in their hearts, as comforting as Benny's lair on a chilly forest night. As Olivier the Owl began his tale, a hushed silence fell upon the gathering, and his melodious voice filled the room. His story took flight into the world of dreams and mysteries. "My dear friends," Olivier began, "let me take you on an enchanted adventure of a night I will never forget." It was a night much like this, when the moon bathed the forest in its silver glow. He described how he set out on his nocturnal journey, soaring through the night sky with the grace and silence that only an owl could possess. The beauty of the forest at night, he said, was unparalleled, as the moonlight kissed every leaf and dewdrop. "On this particular night," Olivier continued, "I noticed a series of ethereal lights flickering in the distance, like fireflies, but unlike any I had seen before. I couldn't resist the urge to investigate." Olivier narrated his adventure through the dense forest, guided by the mesmerizing lights. The forest came alive in his story, with the trees whispering secrets and the night creatures watching in awe as he approached the source of the lights. "In a secluded glade," Olivier went on, "I encountered a hidden world. It was a realm filled with tiny, luminescent beings, forest spirits, if you will. They danced and wove intricate patterns in the air, their laughter a tinkling melody." The friends gathered around the fire could almost see the enchanted glade and the spirits' enchanting dance as they swirled and twirled, weaving a story in their intricate movements. "As I watched," Olivier said, "I felt a profound sense of connection to the forest and its secrets. These spirits told me stories of forgotten wisdom, tales of ancient magic, and the harmony that exists between all creatures of the forest. Olivier's voice conveyed the sense of wonder and enchantment he had experienced that night. The forest animals were entranced by his words, lost in the story he had woven. In parting, Olivier concluded, the spirits granted me a gift, a feather infused with their ancient magic, a reminder that the forest is full of mysteries and enchantments, waiting to be discovered by those who listen and believe. Olivier's friends sat in rapt attention, their hearts touched by the magic of the enchanted night he had shared. Benny the Badger, deeply moved, expressed his gratitude for the enchanting tale and eagerly anticipated the stories yet to come. With each story, they felt a deeper connection to the forest and its enchanting wonders. Penny the Rabbit was next to share her story, her ears perked up with excitement, and her fluffy tail twitched with anticipation. "My dearest friends," Penny began, "I'm delighted to recount an astonishing journey I embarked on not too long ago. It's a tale that reaffirms the enchantment of our forest and the unexpected adventures that await us." She spoke of a vibrant spring morning when she ventured deep into the heart of the forest, her curiosity guiding her every hop. The sun's rays filtered through the canopy, dappling the ground with a mosaic of light and shadow. "On that day," Penny continued, "I was drawn to the mystical sounds of running water. Following the melodious trickle of a nearby stream, I discovered an entrance to a hidden world, a world beneath the forest." With every word, Penny painted a vivid picture of her journey. She described how she ventured into the underground world, illuminated by the soft glow of bioluminescent mushrooms. It was a place of immense beauty and wonder, untouched by the passing of time. "Through caverns and tunnels, I roamed," Penny recounted, "until I reached a vast underground lake. In its waters, I encountered a family of ancient turtles, wise and gentle, who told me stories of forgotten legends and the secrets of the deep. The friends gathered around the fire felt as if they, too, were venturing through the labyrinthine tunnels and meeting the ancient turtles. Penny's tale carried them along the subterranean waterways and into the heart of the hidden world. These turtles," Penny explained, "were the guardians of the underground realm, and they shared with me a gift, a luminescent stone that holds the wisdom of the depths. They spoke of the interconnectedness of our world, the balance of life above and below the forest." As Penny finished her tale, she looked around at her friends, her eyes shining with the magic of her adventure. Benny the Badger thanked her for sharing the enchanting story, and the friends couldn't wait for Freddy's story, which promised to be equally wondrous and inspiring. Penny's tale reminded them that beneath the forest's surface lay a world of surprises, waiting for those who dared to explore it. After Penny's captivating adventure, the spotlight turned to Freddy the Squirrel. He appeared humble yet resolute, ready to regale his friends with his remarkable story. "My dear friends," Freddy began, "Penny's tale has illuminated our hearts with the beauty of the forest's hidden depths. Now, allow me to share my own journey, one that traverses treetops and uncovers the magic that exists far above the forest floor." Freddy recounted the time when he embarked on a quest to find the mystical Songbird's Grove, a place he had heard whispers of from his fellow forest creatures. With determined spirit, he leaped from branch to branch, chasing the sweet, echoing melodies that drew him ever closer to the grove. "I discovered a grove like no other," Freddy continued, "where countless colorful birds created a symphony of sounds that resonated in perfect harmony. They sang with such fervor that the very trees seemed to sway in time with the melodies." His words wove a vivid tapestry of a realm where enchanting birds of all shapes and colors filled the air with songs of joy. Freddy's tale was a testament to the beauty of unity in nature. Amidst the captivating avian melodies, Freddy's story turned to an extraordinary event. He told his friends how, through a series of fortunate encounters, he had the privilege of meeting the Songbird Guardian, a radiant and ancient owl. "The guardian's wise eyes met mine," Freddy said, "and we shared a conversation that transcended words. He revealed to me the secrets of the grove, its history, and its enchanting power." As the flickering firelight cast gentle shadows across the friends' faces, they felt as if they were standing in the very grove where the melodious birds sang in perfect harmony. Freddy concluded his tale with a heartfelt message. "The Songbird's Grove taught me that harmony and unity, like the birds' songs, are what make our forest so magical. We too can create our own harmonious stories by embracing the unique gifts and voices each one of us brings." With deep appreciation, Benny the Badger thanked Freddy for sharing his inspiring adventure. The friends had journeyed through stories that unveiled the wonders of their forest from different perspectives. Freddy's tale reminded them of the magic that resided above, where the melodious songs of the birds could touch hearts and spirits alike. As the evening banquet concluded, the forest friends left Benny's lair, their hearts filled, with stories, inspiration, and a deeper sense of unity among them. The next evening, banquet was eagerly anticipated, a reminder of the enchanting tales and adventures that awaited them in the heart of the forest. And so, dear friends, our journey through the pages of the forest's tales may come to a close tonight, but remember that every evening holds the promise of another chapter. Our forest is an endless well of stories, and each one of you has a place in its vibrant narrative. I invite you to explore the many other stories that await you, and to let the soothing melodies of relaxing music carry you into a peaceful night's slumber. Until we meet again under the starry canopy of the forest, may your dreams be filled with stories as enchanting as the ones we've shared tonight. Good night, dear travelers.